Darwin made no claim that humans descended from modern apes, why do reputable programs like PBS's Nova quote him as saying that man descended from an ancestor in the ape family? I know because I died last year. Imagine your sister got sent to prison and gave hat to a satanic prosimian, like a lemur? I got bills. I gotta pay. And you won't believe the game I play. It's Raid Shadow Legends.
Today's gonna be a little different because we're gonna talk specifically about one particular faction. They're called Sylvan Watchers. Sylvan Watchers come from the Mistwood. They're particularly nature-themed, which is nice. Some of them even have mushrooms on them.
They're the faction to pick if you're a fun guy. Here's my boy Lochwain from the Sylvan Watchers. He was an undercover agent. I nearly said cop. That was weird. I just love this dude's threads. You know I'm loving the double daggers. And a special shout out to the mycelic priest Orn. He mushroom boy. Look at him hat. He's so lovely. I don't think that's a hat, guys, but he looks fabulous.
If you download Raid via the link in my description or via my QR code, and only those,
if you don't download via my links, you don't get the bonuses. Stupid! Download via my link, you will instantly receive Kellan the Shrike, an epic champion, plus a bunch of other useful things. Energy refills, magic brews. I know you don't know what those are if you haven't started playing yet, but it's super helpful, just trust me. When you hit level 15, you get another starter pack for free, including another epic champion, Uugo. He's one of the most valuable champions in the game, but he's also just hilarious. Look at this boy. Plus, after you've downloaded using my link, use promo code TREEHUGGER. It's themed. To get a legendary champion, Green Warden Ruark. He's got like big green man energy, he's super cool. Only for new players, 48 hours after downloading via my link. And only my link! I cannot stress that enough. Don't go to another link, it won't help. I gotta calm down. Plus, because I know a lot of you have already downloaded or you're in my clan, for new and existing players, there are 2 more promo codes with useful resources in the description, check it out. If you haven't already, do join the Little Duck Gang clan. Remember, you only get those bonuses and help me out if you download via my link or my QR code. Please and thank you. And thank you to Raid for sponsoring this video. Hello lovely people, my name is Emma. These are some unhinged questions from Quora. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or you enjoy this video so much that you want to see more, please find my other Quora videos on my channel. Please and thank you. Quora questions, let's go. Will God forgive me if I commit adultery again and again and again? You'd have to ask him. I went to an atheist club. And when I recited any texts from the Bible, the atheists fell off their chair and frantically covered their ears, which proves atheists are insecure about their own beliefs. What do atheists have to say for themselves? I'll tell you what I have to say for myself. I hurt myself. Can I sue my neighbour for barbecuing meat despite me repeatedly telling him I'm vegan? You ever get the feeling a lot of questions on Quora are not written by the person they claim to be and that they're actually written by somebody who's trying to make fun of the person who they claim to be? You know, like there's a lot of questions on Quora that's like, I'm a young woman and I punched my boyfriend, is that okay? A lot of these feel kind of mischievous. But yeah, I guess you could try suing, but you probably wouldn't win. Knowing all of the punishments God will give to us if we don't obey him, isn't it better to submit to his will? Why bother taking a risk by not believing in him? Okay, which one? I think this was written by a Christian and they'd probably not feel that great if people saw this and went, oh my god, you're right, and then became Muslim. Just saying. Jesus is coming back and he hates what liberals are doing. Do you think liberals will be able to stand against Jesus? I'm going to do a rare thing and share an actual answer from Quora because I think it's really good. You seem confused. In Matthew 25, Jesus said he will return and he will judge the nations. His criteria for people going to hell is that they don't give to the poor, don't feed the hungry, don't care for the imprisoned, neglect the sick, and don't welcome immigrants. And oh look, I just outlined the Republican Party platform. Oh! Foghorn sound effects. Why is creationism controversial in science? Because it's not science. It'd be a bit like trying to teach floristry in a maths class. Hope that helps. Does a human being know they're dead once they die? I don't know. I've never died. When you die, do you just fall into a beautiful and peaceful sleep? I don't know. I've never died. Do you ever flash people on purpose when you're wearing a skirt? A man wrote this, didn't he?
If there was no creation, how is it that things are so perfect,
Like a designer was involved. Just look at the human body as an example. Just look at the human body as an example. Is there a solid reason why the Egyptians would have no record of the Israelites leaving Egypt during the Exodus? Yes, there is. It didn't happen. Pretty self-explanatory reason, to be honest. What is the funniest joke you've been told that you still think about to this day? Since I've already done my favourite joke, which is the prawn again Christian joke on this channel, I will instead refer you to my favourite meme joke, which is a very simple car sales scenario in which the customer asks, cargo space? And the salesperson says no, cargo road. It's simple, but it's perfect. Do you go to hell if you decide on cremation rather than burial? No, hell does not exist. Was Hitler openly gay? No. How do I get 1 million of views and 700k subscribers on YouTube? I don't know, man, but if you figure it out, let me know. Are you ready for... I'm sorry. Compose. Are you ready for Jesus' return on 6th of May, 2023? Oh fuck, I wasn't at all ready. When will Jesus Christ be coming back to save us who don't want to live in this wretched evil world any longer? Aw, buddy, there are some nice things in this world. Will Jesus return in 69 days? Nice. But no, he came back on the 6th of May, 2023. You missed him! Will Jesus return in 2024? It's just all of Christianity boiled down into a couple of questions on Quora. The end is nigh. Again, the end's always nigh. Every year is the year. Trust me, bro. If atheists truly wanted proof God exists, they could simply pray to him to show that he does. But don't you get the distinct impression that the last thing in the world atheists want to know is that God does exist? I did this before when somebody said it to me, but I'll try again if you really want it. Dear God, if you exist, please show me. Give me a sign right now. Let me know. If Darwin made no claim that humans descended from modern apes, why do reputable programs like PBS's Nova quote him as saying that man descended from an ancestor in the ape family? When the rapture happens, how will unbelievers cope with being left behind? I mean, as far as I can tell, the world will be pretty much the same. It's just there won't be any dogs. So we'll be upset, but I reckon we'll carry on. The ruins of Noah's Ark remind us of creation. But how do some people call this a myth? What ruins? Where is the soul before we are born? Pretty sure soul originated in the USA, but I guess it depends when you were born. How can I tell if there's a spirit in the room? So depending on the kind of equipment that you're using, it'll either be like a ruler that's got like a little bit of sort of liquid in it, or it'll be like a circle with some liquid and a little dot that kind of... I am not a Catholic. Alright? I am Mormon, and I don't support false idols or the Pope, not even living religious idols. What should I do? Just carry on, I guess. I don't think this was written by a Mormon, because I've never seen a Mormon refer to themselves as Mormon rather than a member of the Church of Latter-day Saints. Suspicious! If ducks achieved a higher level of consciousness and started a civilization, how would they rewrite human history from their perspective? I think I'm probably going to need to consult an expert for this. Thanks so much, Professor. It's been an honour to have you here. How can I do a lobotomy at home? Don't? Can the dead feel cremation? This is an important one because we finally have a representative to answer some of the earlier questions. Here's an answer. I can categorically state that a dead person feels the fire when being cremated. It starts as soon as the gas jets ignite and goes on until the spirit gets out of there. That takes about 2 minutes. I know because I died last year. If you had 0.000000001 second before your wiener turned into a singing walrus, what would you do? I probably wouldn't eat the hot dog. My son is a sussy backer. What should I do? Hit that report button. Atheists. Imagine you abandoned your Christian wife because she gave birth to a lichen, but later your adopted daughter befriends that lichen. Would you accept it or sell the lichen to the mafia?
You mean like algae?
What would happen if I were to inject wolf DNA into myself? Obviously, when I'm older. Your body will reject it. I guess you might get ill. I just got bit by a rabid bat, and I'm against vaccines. What should I do? I guess you die. Atheists. Imagine your Christian boyfriend's atheist brother's agnostic friend's pagan sister found an alien koala and brought it to you because they mistook it for a caterpillar. Would you help them, or call them out for being unscientific? Atheists. Imagine your sister got sent to prison and gave hat. Imagine your sister got sent to prison and gave hat to a satanic prosimian to protect herself. Would you realize that your sister believes in Satan, or just pretend like she still has faith in the Big Bang? Gave hat to a satanic prosimian. Like a lemur? Why is a monkey in prison? Is it possible to extend your own life by causing misery to others and feeding off the energy they exert by being upset? Of course Colin Robinson has a Quora account.
These are all different accounts that I have set up. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them. They called me a dumbass.
If God didn't exist, how do atheists explain that birds can fly without falling down despite the gravity? Somebody's been watching B-movie.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because
God made them with flying powers. Hey folks, I forgot to end the video. This, I guess, is why you don't record when you're ill. So, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and check out other videos in my questions playlist. And thank you so much, and comment and all of that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.